Hello, beautiful people. It's Kiana. Welcome to FFF numero dos. That is 5-Minute Faith Friday. And I actually filmed this week's segment and last week's on the same day. So that's besides the point, but just quick note. I had so much I wanted to share, so I filmed 2 of them. Yeah, last week's and this week's. But anyway, today's segment is going to be focused on this central question. Will you choose Christ? Alright, here comes 5 minutes. I have my watch here so I don't go over time. And go. Okay, here's what it comes down to, people. Short and sweet, here it goes. Ready? We cannot serve 2 masters. In this world, in our life, we are called to choose. We have the free will to choose. You can't have one foot in the light of the world, in the face of the world, and the other foot with Christ and following His church. You can't live in both worlds. I'm sorry to break it to you, and it's something that I've trying to discover and I'm working to discover. And that is that I can't serve the world and I cannot serve Christ at the same time. It simply does not work. And here's why. Because Christ calls us to give up our total selves. He calls for us to completely and fully and totally follow Him. And in order to do that, we cannot be stuck in the remains of the world and the worldly views and be pursuing worldly motives when we're trying to follow Christ. As Christians, as Catholics, God calls us in a deeper way to discover His will and walk with Him each day of our lives. And He holds us to a higher standard, because when we are given this truth, the light of Christ, we then have a choice to walk with Him or to walk away from the light. And many people, sadly, many people choose to follow the world. They look at money, they look at possessions, they look at wealth and beauty, and they look at relationships and all these temptations, and they strive for more and more and more. And yet Christ is saying, come and be freed of these temptations. Be free of these false forms of happiness and come and follow me. The other day, one of the priests at my church, he gave this awesome homily, and I want to share this one quote he said. He said, following Jesus means to abandon yourselves totally to Christ. That in order to follow Christ, you have to put aside everything that blocks you from growing in faith and encountering Jesus. It means to give up everything. It's a total abandonment of self, a total surrender to Christ. And now we cannot do this when we're also trying to serve the world. We cannot serve 2 masters. So it's as simple as that. What do you choose? Do you choose Christ or do you choose the world? And now I invite you to have the courage to stand up. Stand up against all those that persuade you in the wrong direction. Followers of Christ are the minority. Sadly, we are the ones that the world looks at and says, what are they doing? Why are they following this Christ? Why are they not striving after richness and wealth and all these other worldly goods? Why are they not consuming themselves in the media, in the movies, in the music of the world? There are so many traps. Why aren't they doing this? Why are they following this whole religion thing? Who's this God that they're talking about? You will be criticized. You will be mocked. You will be pushed down for your faith. But let me tell you something. Our God, our Jesus who died on the cross, is so much stronger than every insult, than every mockery, than anything and anyone who tries to knock you down because of your faith. So I invite you, please, be a fearless warrior for Christ and know that you are not alone. And that not only are all the angels and saints and Mother Mary praying for you on this journey, but Jesus gives us His body and blood in the Eucharist, so that will strengthen us on our journey. Do you choose the false paths of our world and the temptations and the many ways that the evil one is just trying to grab onto and say, come on, take this, come on. You want that money, you want that fame, you want this relationship. Come on, come over here. Or you follow our meek and humble Lord, who is saying, come, let me enrich you with the graces of eternal life and eternal happiness with me. Come follow me and your rewards will be great. So who will you choose? Step up and stand up for the faith. It's time to live out the faith in our daily lives. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more segments of 5-Minute Faith Fridays. And please also note that I said this in my introduction video, but just because I'm having this series, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to upload on regular videos on other days. So I'm still going to be uploading. This is just an addition to my other uploads. You all are so beautiful. Thank you for watching. Do not be afraid to say yes to God and step up for your faith. Start today, start right now, pray about it, and know that I'm praying for you. Love you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, loves.